Dogecoin has been going absolutely insane over the past few weeks. A little while ago, I showed you that I was buying Dogecoin at the roughly 13-cent mark. We only actually bought for this trade about $1,000 worth, and right now, we actually already cashed out $10,000 and it's still $20,000 in the profit, but I just decided to buy some more Dogecoin as the price went below 40 cents, or basically at the 40-cent mark. It went slightly below it. Even when I was just recording a video about it, it went down. And that's the thing. Right now, I am more bullish on Dogecoin than I've been in years. Many people do not realize that the crazy price spike that we have seen for Dogecoin over the past few weeks, to put it into perspective, it is right now up. Let's quickly see here. 17% this week, 212% this month. I think those price gains have solidified Dogecoin's position in the 2024-2025 crypto bull run. And as I've stated many times on this channel, I believe the crypto market will still 10x from here this cycle, with many of our top coins being able to pull numbers hopefully close to it. You know, Bitcoin maybe a 3x, Ethereum maybe a 4 or so x. And I think coins like Dogecoin, which are slightly further down the line, but are leading in their industry, which is a key point, perhaps being able to pull slightly higher numbers, because I'm expecting, this is my honest and my own expectation, a $2.5 to $3 Dogecoin this cycle as a minimum. And perhaps as high as $4, maybe even more. A 10x from here is plausible, it's possible, depending on how Bitcoin goes. But it's kind of rare for an altcoin that's done this well and is the leading in its sector to not at least do a few multiples of its previous all-time high. Now, before we move on, make sure you go ahead and press the like button on this video. It's not going to cost you anything, but it does help out a lot. And if you want to trade crypto like we are doing right now, check out the link down below to 𝗏 and you can use it from anywhere in the world. Right now, we've got some crazy prices to everybody who's trading. As you can see right here, some pretty juicy prices. And we've got a trading competition, like a team thing. We already are winning $2,100 plus $1,800 as a team, but of course, we're aiming for more. So make sure you join our team so we can get better prices. But yeah. The all-time high before was, let's just quickly show you, was roughly 73 cents. I think a 3x from that all-time high is like the baseline what I expect to see for Dogecoin over the next few months. And when I say few months, people keep asking me this, but I personally believe the crypto bull run will last until at minimum June of 2025, or mostly maximum around December, maybe January of 2026. But let's just say that this is like the prime months where I believe things will start to fall back down again. And so up to that point, all I'm thinking of is buying the freaking dip and not really letting go of too many coins. I mostly just sell some of my positions that I've accumulated over the past few days here, but I'm not really comfortable selling my actual Dogecoin because I believe it's going to do amazing, again, over the next few months, but still amazing. And at that point, I think I'll be looking back at these 40-cent marks and, well, I could sell right now for a tiny profit, because I believe every single person that's been in Dogecoin, except for just a very few unlucky ones, right now is in a crazy amount of profit. And I think for that reason, the fact that we're still so high on Doge basically shows most people are not willing to sell here. Most people are just following along with Bitcoin, meaning if Bitcoin decides to go for a little slash, then they also sell off some altcoins. But generally speaking, people are not willing to part their ways with their Doge at prices this quote-unquote low. 40 cents is where most people that ever bought Dogecoin are already in a pretty good sum of profit. Because again, there was only a very little amount of time that we were ever above these prices. And for the most part, you could have bought Doge at like 6 or 7 cents. So right now, most people are at, let's say, a 6 or so X. And still, they're holding on because they expect it to go further. And like I said, that's because Doge is the leader in its sector. We've stated that we believe one of these altcoins can get close to Doge's old market cap, which was about, let's just call it 85 whatever billion dollars, right? Maybe $90 billion. I still stand with that I think a coin like 𝗵𝗵 can probably do a 10x from here. It wouldn't be too crazy. But from that perspective, I personally do not think a coin will overtake Dogecoin anytime soon, especially not with Elon Musk going on such a crazy, absolutely maniacal rampage with the Department of Government Efficiency stuff, as he's basically been going crazy on Dogecoin recently with his, let's just call it heavy statements, with him saying Doge literally 5 times a day. I think the interest, the eyeballs, and everything on Doge are just so high right now. It's kind of hard for it to fall, but especially as the meme coin season is going to grow harder. Right now we had some different phases of meme coins, but generally speaking, the real crazy meme coin phase, we need a few months for that. I know it's been crazy with the whole TikTok vibes that we saw recently, but this is still kind of rational, right? The people came and they left like a day or two after. At some point later in the cycle, everybody's gonna go put everything they've got in. The last couple of weeks was mostly people dabbling in a little bit. It's gonna change significantly as Bitcoin breaks the 100K mark and actually gets further along on this chart along the cycle as we again near the higher points for Bitcoin where things get scarier and where people's expectations for the price get more and more unrealistic. Right now, again, I'm putting up a $3, maybe a $4, whatever dollar price prediction for Doge, and people always go crazy saying it's way too high. But trust me when I say that in a few months, we'll have many people stating that Dogecoin could hit $20 or $30, whatever, because the price expectations as the crypto pool market progresses will just keep up. And that's why right now I'm telling you man to man, in a full foresight that this is my honest expectation, and I'm gonna try not to deviate too much from it. I know a bull market makes people way too excited and they start shouting all these crazy things, but honest to truth, right now, Dogecoin prediction, I'm gonna say if we do a 10x, I'd be very, very satisfied. But I do believe even just ending up at $3 or so is like a very logical scenario. But it's going to depend on how hard Bitcoin goes. If Bitcoin goes to $300,000, we got to put those numbers up there, right? Because altcoins, and this is the funny and nice thing, altcoins usually start going crazy after Bitcoin is topped. If Bitcoin is trading at $200,000, I'm already putting my price targets for some of these altcoins up a bit. If Bitcoin is trading at $250, $250,000. Putting my price targets up a bit more. If Bitcoin, tops out at $300,000, my expectations have to go higher. But again, we shouldn't adjust them as these altcoins start going crazy. We should only adjust them based on Bitcoin, because once Bitcoin tops, then altcoins go for the crazy alt season as people switch from Bitcoin to riskier and riskier and riskier things. And I believe that this time around, a big part of that will just be memes. And I think, well, where else to start than with whatever the government literally is kind of backing, because Elon Musk is very close to Mr. Trump right now. And we all know kind of how that sits around, right? So it makes just too much sense for me for Dogecoin to still be the continuous champion of this rally and sustain the crazy pattern which has been going. And again, that's just my honest thoughts on it. Mostly just Elon Musk has been pushing it like crazy. We can say the utility, etc., etc. I don't think any utility is necessary. I see my camera stopped twice here. I don't know why. I want to say I don't think any utility is necessary for Dogecoin to go on this crazy tangent. It's, in my opinion, like coded in. It's just a matter of time. We just have to kind of like wait for it. But I'm so ready to see Dogecoin go on another rally because it's going to have a lot of people like in awe, like, oh, what? It can really do that? It can really do that? It's going to shock a lot of people just how viral and how crazy Dogecoin can go. But we've seen it just now, where it went up 2.5x or so this month. A lot of people did not expect that. We had our trades in, as you know, right? You can literally see the trade right here. We turned $1,000 into basically $30,000 because we were really, really good at buying a Dogecoin. Right now, again, though, even though I'm not sure if it's going to start pumping up from here, I'm just saying, man, in hindsight, I think it will have always been worth it to buy the dip. If we look at these Bitcoin cycles, right, and you think about it, whenever Bitcoin dipped anywhere, it was probably worth it to just keep on buying your way down. I see the same for Doge, but looking at this chart right here, I'm thinking, man, if you bought the peak of the peak, right, or just literally bought anywhere after that, you would have always actually been fine. It might have taken some time, but almost nobody should or can be at a loss right now, if I'm speaking truthfully, because there was only a very short amount of time where you could have bought that peak. But if you just kept on buying, your average price could have been like 10 cents. Right now, you'd be at 4x. Yeah. So anyway, my thoughts are, if you're getting scared right now that Doge is too high because it's gone up too much, just think about how crazy the price gains were back in 2020 and how crazy this time is going to get, because right now they've literally got the freaking richest person in the world and one of the most influential people in the world, Donald Trump, is kind of like memeing around it. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think Dogecoin can go wrong. My honest truth, I don't think so. Obviously, I'm not your financial advisor. Cryptos still are risky and there's no guarantees, but I think out of all these cryptos, Doge has almost one of the best risk to rewards, and I'm so freaking bullish on it. But yeah, guys, make sure you go ahead and press the like button on the video if you enjoyed it. Make sure you put the notification bell on so you're always notified whenever something crazy happens. Very important. Sometimes something crazy just happens all of a sudden. You want to be notified. And if you want to also trade crypto, check out the link down below to 𝗏𝗏. It's the crypto exchange I am using right now. Check it out. Links are down below. And that's about it.